Hello everyone, and today we will talk about the week 8 assignment 8 question paper, previous year question paper, and this is the last class for this programming data structure and algorithm using Python course. So yeah, before going to there, as in the previous class, there were so many questions about that question paper and how it will be, and when the admit card will be there. So there are so many questions regarding these things. So what I was asking to sir that what will be the question pattern, and what will be, I mean, will there be any programming, direct programming like thing in the final exam or not? So for these questions, sir gave me a reply. So I will show that one first. So to make it a little bit simple. So there is a response from Madhvan Makal's side that there is no programming component and only MCQs and filling the blanks similar to the quizzes will be there. And the thing is that there were some questions coming from the students that will there be, I mean, what will be the weightage? I mean, like how many MCQs will be there, how many similar blanks or how many quizzes will be there. That type of question they were asking in that previous class. But when I was asking the same question in our sir, that he was telling that more further details will be provided about breakup and weightage, etc. Okay, so I mean till now you can only be known by that there is no programming component in the final exam. But obviously, what will be the type of that exam? The exam will be only the MCQ type and fill in the blanks type, and the quizzes one will be there. Okay, and we also want to know how many MCQs will be there, how many fill in the blanks will be there, and how many quizzes will be there. I mean, like MCQ, fill in the blanks, this type of things will be there, and how many number of MCQs will be there, that we don't know. As already sir already mentioned that one, that no further details will be provided. So is it fine to everyone? Because there are so many people who are asking the same question in the previous week. So the thing is that there will be no worry about that the programming part, because there will be no direct programming component. So that is the good news for all of us. Because some of us was feeling that to write the program explicitly to write a program, it is a little bit problematic for new learners. So obviously there is no programming component, which we will not bother about these things. And yeah, so till now, I mean, how much questions were there from the students? I think I have answered the questions like about the question patterns. And obviously, did you get the admit card till now? I think no. If you people did not get the admit card till now, so most probably it will be on the next week, Monday, Tuesday, or at most Wednesday, something like that. Because your exam is on 22, so we have a plenty of time, not plenty of time, but at least we have a 1 week time in our hand. So obviously within within 2 to 3 days our admit card will become, admit card means hall ticket will come. So don't worry about this hall ticket when it will come and where the exam center will be there. It will be very near to your hometown. That is very obvious. Yeah. So anything regarding the final exam, because this is the first last class, so obviously we will basically focus on the little bit recap of these things, as well as we will focus on the exam pattern and all. So if you have any queries regarding the final exam, just unmute yourself and tell me. Yeah, there is some question.
Actually,
Yes.
already center details has given.
Okay.
They have already given center details.
Okay, very good. So center details have given.
And hall ticket officially were not released, but they have given when is our exam, whether it is forenoon or afternoon, and where we have to go and appear. Already it is given. If you go to internal app nptl.com, if we log in with our credentials, it is visible, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So if some people does not know these things, then just get to know that it is already available. So, but the hall ticket is not given till now, right? I mean, by mail it is not.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Next week they'll hopefully, at the worst condition, at worst case, before 3 days or 4 days, they'll give the hall ticket.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Like if 22 is the exam,
Yes,
so at most 18 or 19 will be their last date for giving the hall ticket, but obviously within 17 or 18 you must get the hall ticket. So don't worry about these things. And as I already mentioned you that in the last class as well, the same thing was there, what I showed it to you from the Madhur Mukund sir reply. The same thing again I was asking, and the sir is telling the same thing here. So you don't worry about the programming part, it will not be there, only the MCQ part will be there. Okay. And yeah.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
yeah. So what we will do today, like we will. I was thinking that in that previous year assignment, you can see week 8 topics. I mean week 8 lectures. There was nothing but let's say there was matrix multiplication. I mean sir was talking about matrix multiplication, then inductive one, and then. But the thing is that there was at the very last how many number of steps will be there for a matrix multiplication. This type of things was there, and there in that week 8 there was a quiz, right? Not quiz, there was an assignment, programming assignment. So I was thinking that as the program, I mean this is the last class, and our exam is also coming. So what I was thinking that why should not we do a little bit recap of all the week 8 week courses? I mean all the week whatever it was there. Why should not we do a little bit recap? So if it is fine to all of you, then we can do a little bit recap. Like obviously we will not go through all the lectures and all the theory part, but simply like as in the last class I just did some 2 or 3 problems, just similar of that. Maybe we can do a little bit on that, and we will just talk about on these let's say dictionary, tuple, then heap, then pre-order, in order. I mean the main things we can discuss. So what I was thinking that we will not go through the week 8 programming part, like whatever it was given in that assignment case, because it is only one programming, and obviously as in the final exam you can see that there is no programming component. So obviously we should not bother about the programming part, right? At least right now. So what we should bother about the theory and a little bit of MCQ type questions, and that fill in the blanks, and then that there is some blank space x x y y x x y y y whatever it was there, or some recap thing we can do. So what I was thinking, that one only. So what today we will do, maybe I can do a little bit of theory, at the very first. Maybe it will be helpful for all of you. So I will just make a list, because you can see in the whole 8 week course you have heard about some terms so many times, right? So what are the terms you have heard about? That integer, floating, boolean, then string, list, dictionaries, then tuples, then set. These type of things you have heard so many times, right? So why not we will just make a table to understand all these things in a single table, right? So maybe that will be a little bit good for all of you and to understand. Yeah. Do you have any
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Madam, actually, week 2 of regular graded assignment, I have some doubt, ma'am.
Week 2, okay. So
week 2,
yeah.
Just a wait. Week 2, there are, regular quiz, there are total 4 questions. I have some doubt regarding the first question and third question. So if you can help regarding that, it will be very useful.
I think week 2 has this question, right? I mean, similar of that question. That's what I remember.
Same question. Similar. Yes, similar.
Similar question, but this is the first question, I think. But you have the problem in second question you were talking. So
first and third question, madam.
Okay, first and third question. Okay, yeah. So that's what I am telling. Okay, we will come here. Obviously, no problem. But before going there, I will just make a table. I just want to make a table so that we can understand very clearly. Okay, because as I told, that these type of things are coming in each and every time. You can see this is also very similar to this list and mutable, immutable things. So why not we will make a table about these things so that we can have a very clear understanding. Okay. So what
yes, ma'am. Actually, you can make a table and list all the sequence data types, and you can comment on whether each data type will support indexing or not, slicing or not,
Yes.
then
So
mutability or not.
yeah,
It will be
so
useful, ma'am.
yeah, so that's what I just wanted to tell you. Like obviously,
Yes, ma'am.
this is a problem. Obviously, everyone should face the same problem that if I have a string, then whether it is mutable or immutable, I forgot. That is the thing. So for this case,
Okay.
we can have a, let's say I can have a table. Let's say mutable. So the thing is, the thing is mutable or immutable. This is the important one. So immutable. So I could not have the time to make in the like a computer typed table, but okay, I can make in a handwise. So
It's
that's
okay,
no
ma'am.
problem. So mutable. Okay, so mutable. What are the mutable one? So first of all, list are obviously mutable. Then dictionary. So I will just make a table dictionary. Then there is sets. And what are the immutables? Immutables are integers. Integers means obviously there will be not only integers, then floating will be there, boolean will be there.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I can write here float, then boolean.
Strings, tuples.
Yeah, strings, and then tuple. So this type of things are immutable, and this type of these three are the immutable. Now, what is, I mean, to make a table, maybe it will be better if I just make a notation. This is the notation for list. This is the notation for dictionary.
Curly brackets. Yes, ma'am.
This is the notation for set. For set, actually, there is a difference between a mathematical set and Python set. I was also discussing in that lecture as well. So for mathematical set, in the simple mathematical set, what is the expression? The expression is within the curly bracket. Let's say set A is equals to 1, 2, 3. This is mathematical set. But for the Python representation, if already you have heard that the curly representation is for dictionary. So what we will do? We will just make a right. It will be an implicit one, that set, and then there will be something which we can make it 1, 2, 3. So it will automatically come as a set of 1, 2, 3. Just make sure this one, because obviously it will be not that much problematic. Now coming here, integers, float and boolean. So there is not that much problem here. So these three are like integer means like 2, then floating is 0.5, then boolean is like true or false.
True or false.
Something like that. So it is fine. Then string is like it will be indicated by these things. I mean, obviously not only double quotation, single quotation is also string. Then triple quotation is also a string. So whatever it will be there inside of this, that will count it as strings. Now for tuple is just simply as first bracket, closing and opening and closing bracket. Okay, very good. So these are the notation to, I mean, whenever you will have something which will be, let's say L equals to something inside of that third bracket, then obviously you can understand this is a list. To understand which one is the list or not, we can have this type of notations. So if I have this type of curly bracket, then obviously you can understand this is a dictionary. And okay, so whatever we are just right now doing, that is just a recap, right? So for the dictionary as well, we can see that there is something, like something means obviously it should not be in that first bracket, but there is something, then there is one colon, and there is something. So this thing is nothing but key, and this is value. Okay, so okay, one more thing is that here this one will have the nested one. This can have the nested list. This can also have the nested dictionary. So nested list means inside that list there is another list. Inside that list there is another list. Then there is one number. And similarly for dictionary as well, there is one dictionary, a long dictionary, and inside of this long dictionary maybe some small dictionary is also there, and all these things. And for dictionary case, there is one colon, and this colon will divide this total dictionary in two parts, and the first one is key and the second one is value. So whenever we will have, let's say D, and then there will be a key, and then whatever it is there, this is value. So these things are simply just a recap. So d of t is equals to value. Okay. So if I have d equals to something, let's say what dog, sorry, cat, just a simple and obviously that key can be a string, it can be a string. Okay, so this dog, cat, whatever. So here that d of dog is equals to cat, this type of things. Okay, so the thing is that there was some questions coming from the students that what is the difference between list and dictionary and all these things. So list and dictionary does not have that much difference, but the thing is that for list there is key which are integers only. But for dictionary, key can be anything. It's just a generalization of the dictionary is a generalized form and list is a special form of the dictionary. You can say in that sense as well. Because dictionary has a key which can have anything, like it can have a string, it can have a value, it can have an integer, anything it can be possible. But for list, it should be an integer. So that one also I was discussing in one of the lectures. So it is not that much problematic. Okay, so we have list, we have dictionary, we have sets. And anything more about set? Okay, yes. For set, there was some set operation is there. Operations. So there is one set operation is like union. Then there is one intersection. Then there was like difference. Set difference. And there was XOR. So union, what is the notation of union? Union will be like that, then intersection will be like that, then difference will be like that, and it will be this one. So this type of things, like let's say A and then B, A and B, A minus B, and then A to the power B. So this type of things are there. Okay, so yeah. So this is all about the set operations. Now let's say coming to the integers and float one. So integer, float and boolean, all of you know these things very clearly. That is not a problem, and there is not that much important thing to remember about integer, float and boolean. Okay, now strings. Strings, there is not that much important thing to remember, but one thing I can mention here about string. So for strings, you can see there is first bracket, first quotation, second quotation, third quotation is also possible, and inside that first, let's say there is third quotation, and inside that there is some portion which is again the second quotation, that is also coming as a string. This type of things are there, and inside the string, if I have a new line, then the new line can be represented by /n. If I am writing here /n, then it will come as new line. So maybe you can just remember these things a little bit. Okay, and yeah, so if it is a mutable, so you can see that list is a mutable. So in that next question we will talk about the slicing and all. So if it is a mutable, then there is some operations like plus, then slice, this type of things can be done. So plus is like simply that concatenation, like something plus something, and in immutable, okay, I can tell that one as well, but yeah. So for list we can have plus, we can have slice means we will just and also we can have the splitting of all these things. So this, and then if it is a mutable means we can just replace one term to the with the other value or other string. Okay, and another very simple thing is that if I have, and let's say this to this, so this position is 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n minus 1. So if I have a range of, let's say 0 to 10, so that means it will count as 0, 1 up to 9, because it is up to n minus 1. Okay, but the length of this list, so list position will be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the position will start from 0. But for the length, if I have the length of n, that will simply come as, it will count as 1. So that will be 10. Like if it is n, then that means it is n. The length of n will be n. And so this type of things. And for loop also, if I have the for loop, so it will be like 1 to n minus 1. This type of things you should understand. Okay, and slicing means another more thing is there. If I have, let's say, L, then this, then 5. So this means, this first one means that you from the very beginning you will just have all the values up to 4th position. Okay, and similarly for here, let's say 5, then this. So this is nothing but from the 5th position to all the last elements we will take. So if I have L equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and if I want the value of L, let's say 2 to 20. So can anyone tell me what will be the value of this? If I want this set, what will be the value of this? L of 2 to 20. If I have L equals to 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think so. It will be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will get, madam.
Yes, 3 and 4. Because it can
Yes.
come up to 19 position, but obviously I don't have 19 position. So
Yeah, in list we don't have that many.
yeah, so what we can do, and 2 means what? 0, 1, 2. So that means 3 will come, and rest of all the terms. If I have 5 here, 6 here, all the terms will come here. Because up to 19 position I can come. There is no problem. So it will, if I am having L2 colon 20, that means we can have the value of 3, 4 like that. Okay. And yeah, so this type of things are there. Okay. So now let's come here. So one of the following 10 statements generates an error, and which one? And your answer should be a number between 1 and 10. Okay, fine. Yeah. So at the very first you can see this is X. So X is, you can see, if this is a third bracket, then obviously it will be a list. At the very first, if I see that X is a list, by seeing this notation, okay. Now you can see this is a nested list. Why it is a nested list? Because inside that list, inside the third bracket, another third bracket is also there, which is 3 and 5. Okay. Now, what are the terms? Like first one is the nested list, the second one is a string, then third one is a number, like integers, fourth one is a string, and fifth, the next one is again a number. Okay. So there is no problem on this X. Now coming here, y equals to x 0 to 50. As I already told that, like if I am having n equals to 1, 2, 3, but I want, like, let's say from here to 50. So that means all the terms will be there for y. So what I will get y equals to exactly same whatever it was there in that x. Okay, fine, that is also fine, there is no problem on this statement. Now z equals to y, that is also fine. Now w equals to x, that is also fine. Actually, these things, I was also mentioning one of my lecture that what is the difference between deep copy and shallow copy. So you can just refer these things, and this is nothing but a shallow copy and this is not a deep copy. So maybe we don't want to go deep into this copy part right now because sir was not discussing that one in his lecture. Okay, fine. So these things are simply a copy, you can say. Yeah, so all the 4 statements, whatever it was there till now, that are very good, no problem. Now come here, x1. x1 means what? Okay. If you understand, so I have x, this, inside of this something, then this something, then 2 something, and then 1. So this is our x. Now let's say x of 1. So x of 1 means, first of all, can you tell me which one is x of 1? If I have this x, which one is x of 1? If I want to print the x of 1, then what will be the result?
MIMC, madam. There is a string called MIMC. X of 1 is MIMC.
Yes, MIMC. Okay, fine. So now they are telling that this one should be replaced by this. As I have told that the list is mutable, so we can mute that one. No problem. But what I have to write here? Can anyone tell me what is this one and what is this one? So min C should be replaced by what?
Concatenation operation, madam.
Concatenation operation is fine, but what it should be? Okay, maybe we can go line by line here as well. Yeah. So I'm just writing whatever it was there exactly. 3, 5. Lim C. Then 2. Then P O R O G O D E. Then 1. Sorry, 1. Okay, this is X. Very good. Whatever exactly it was there, I will just write these things. So you can see as this is 0, so maybe we can write 0 or we don't write 0, that is exactly same, there is no problem. Then Z equals to Y, okay. W equals to X, very good. Now X of 1, I just want to know what is X of 1. X of 1 is min C, very good. Now I just want to change that one to X of, first of all just let me write here X of 1, then 5 plus E R Y. Then I just want X. See, what is this one? What does this mean? Can you tell me? This one, what does this mean?
That is concatenation, madam. We have taken the min C.
Concatenation is fine. I
Yes.
understand that is concatenation, but why this notation is given?
That is slicing, madam.
Yeah. So I mean, X of 1 is there. Okay, maybe I can tell this one a little bit more clearly. See.
Yes, actually we have gone to first element in the X, and we have traversed up to the fifth character in the
Yeah, that's what I
first
just
element.
want. Yes, that's what I just wanted
Yeah,
to tell. See,
slicing operator.
yeah. So
And after that we have added ER1.
yes. So this one is coming as min C. But among this min C, this 0 to 5th. 0 to 5th means 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5th means obviously up to 4 it will be. So up to this we will do, and then we will just add these things. Now let's say if I am having X1, then from very beginning to let's say 2. Then ERY. Then what it will be? X1 was my min C.
From 0, 1, 2. 0, 1.
Not 2. It will not come to 2. It will
Yes.
yes.
MIERY.
This was the main one, right?
MIERY. We will be getting output like.
Okay, just see this one because okay, so let's say I'm having X equals to exactly same right now whatever it was previously. I'm not going to copy this. Oh. Okay. Now X1 1. This is X1. Very good. Now I X1 to X1, then 1, then 0 to 2 plus ERY. Okay. Then I just want to see X. So MIERY. Okay. So that means just see here what is happening. X1, it was previously min C. Now if I want, this is nothing but this one is exactly same. Now if I want only this part, that means it will come only this one, and all the rest of this term m, s, y, these will cut out. Now then I just want to add something here, e, r, y, whatever. So it will just simply come here, e, r, y. Okay. Yeah. So this is fine. Very good. Now come here in the next one. Next one is y. So that means we can see that statement number 5 is also correct. I mean, fine. This is as there is a slicing as well as the concatenation is there. So it is fine, and mutable, it is mutable, so also we can find that one. Now come here, statement number 6. Y of 1 equals to 4. So previously y of 1 was what? Okay, now maybe I can print here what is y. Y is this one. Okay. Now y of 1. This will come as mean C. Very good. Now I just want y of 1, equals to 4. Okay. Now I just want to print here y. So what it will do? It will just replace that mean C by 4. Okay. So this one is also fine. Now come in the statement number 7. Statement number 7 is what? Okay, let me write here. Statement number 7. W, then 1, 3, F, E, A. 1, 3, then what is there? F, E, A. F, E, A. Okay. First of all, we just want to see what is W here. What is W? W is this one. Okay. Now, if W is this, then what is W of 1? W of 1 is this one. Now, what is W of slicing, then 3? It will be MIM.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, if I just want to write here F, E, A. See, this is a typo. Now, can you tell me why it is a typo? I mean, not exactly typo, this is a traceback, this is an error. Why it is an error? It's already
Because strings are not mutable, madam.
Yeah.
We can add something or we can delete something, but we can't replace some characters in between.
Yes. So this is immutable. Here that mean C and mean C, whatever it was there, that is nothing but the string. Because at the very last we are having MIMSY, ERY, something like that. So this whole is a string. So if string is there and we just want to change the string, and the string is not a mutable one, it is a immutable. That's what we just make a table here, that string is immutable. So if string is immutable, then we can't write this one directly. W1, 0, 3 equals to FEA. This can't be written because string are immutable. Okay, now come here, statement 8, Z4 equals to 42. Just let me check here what is Z here right now. Z is this one, then Z4. What is Z4? This is 1. So if I just want to change that one, this is 42. So what is Z? Z is 42. I mean it will be replaced by 42. Okay. Now X005555. Now let me see what is X. X is this one. Now what is X0? What is X0? X0 means X0 is 35. Now X0, 0. What will be this one? Can anyone tell me what is the value of X00 here? What is X00?
X00 means first element of the list, madam. First element of 0. That is 3.
Yeah. So now they are telling that you can write it like this. That is also fine. It is also fine. No problem. Now coming here in that last one. So A. Okay. A is something. What is there? What is that? That we have to write here. See here. X.
So basically it is a Boolean operator.
Yeah.
It will return whether true or false.
Yes. Why? Because there is equal sign. So they are
Double,
asking that
double equal.
Whether x of 3 of 1 is equal to 1 or not. So we just want to know that.
False.
Now see here, x of 3. 3 is what? X is what? This one. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is what? Borrow, go, whatever. Now of this 1, that means it is not a 1. This is false. Okay. Now I can just write here whether 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 1 or not. Now see, this is a problem. Why it is a problem? See, x4 is what? Now x4, 1. Because this is only one term. So there is no other terms here, and this is an integer. So there is no like x of 4 and then 1. And let's say I am having only this one, that a equals to this. Then it will come as true. Because x of 4 is exactly 1 right now. Okay, so I think you understand this problem. So in that problem, obviously we can see that as strings are immutable, so we can't change that one by simply. Yes.
Statement number 7 is error.
Yeah, so statement number 7 has an error. So you told that there is one problem in question number 1. Can you tell me what is the problem you got in that question number 1? Like you told that in week 2 there was a doubt.
Yes.
Question number 1.
Week 2 question number 1.
Yeah, this is I think week 2 question number 1.
I think this is previous question, madam. I'm asking about current assignment.
Okay, so current assignment, I think I have that one as well. But it was similar. But okay, fine. I can open that one as well.
Similar, madam. There, statement number 9. Actually, correct answer is statement number 9. It was given something like x of 4 of 0 is equal to 0 kind of thing.
Okay, let me see. I don't know about that first question of this year question, but let me see. That is not a week 2. Oh, week 2. Okay. Sorry, week 2.
Week 2.
Is, yeah. Okay, this one. Okay. Yeah. So yes. Just see here. The similar thing is there. Yeah. Similar thing is there. Okay, let me see what is the problem here. The problem is like x here, this, okay. Then y equals to this, that is fine. Z 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, fine. Then y equals to x 0, 8, okay, fine. Then z equals to x. Actually, it's very good if I just do that one by hand here as well. That is also, I mean, you can see clearly.
No, madam. Actually, no need of taking extra strain. Actually,
yeah. It's very simple because we don't need to write that one as well. But still, like to have a better understanding, if you are doing for the very first time, then obviously you can have a very better understanding by this value. Okay, so I have a y equals to this one, then x equals to, let's say, 0, then 8, then what is there? Z equals to x, okay. Then y equals to this, very good. These are simply exactly correct, there is no problem. Just copy things. So z equals to 4. 4 was what? Okay. Z was x. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that is fine. So if I want to write here z, then z will be only this one. And that list is replaced by number. Okay. Now y. Y of 3. Y of 3. 3 was what? Y was what? First of all, just let me write here what is y. Okay. So here y of 3. Y of 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. That means string. String is there. Pin. Pin is a string. So now it is replaced by something which is a concatenation. So obviously that will not be a problem. Exactly it is the same one in the previous case what we were talking. So here like this, then plus what? A. Yeah. Okay. So what is y now? It is like pink. Okay. Then y of 1, okay, y of 1, this one was, yeah, I was here, yes. Y of 1, I mean there's 0, 1, that means it is a list, okay. Now inside that list, what I just want, from 1 to 3 I will take, okay. So from 1 to 3 means y of 1 is what? 23 and 4. So there I just want to take from 1 to 3, that means 0, this is 0th and this is 1. So that, and there is no 2 and 3 position. So only 4 will be there, right?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. I can also write this one. Yes, it is a 4. Okay. So now what it should be, I mean what it is replaced by, this is replaced by this one. So now our y is 53, 4, I mean like 4 is replaced by 5 and 8. Okay, fine, no problem. Then W4. W4 is what? Okay, first of all W is what? This one. Then W of 4. Okay, W of 4 is 5. So W of 4 and then 0. So this is again 5. That element, right? Then it is replaced by 1000. That is also fine, no problem. Now coming here, x4. Okay, what is x4? x4 is 10. Now just let me see what is x. X is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 10 is there. Okay. Now x of 4, then 0. This is error because it is not a pointer.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Yes. Now after that boolean is again there. So you can understand that boolean very simply. Let's see here.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
4, then 1, then equals 4. Oh. What is x4? x1. x4. Oh, that is also wrong because our x was this one only. Where is x? X was is this one. So x41 will not be there. Yes, this should also not be there. So you have told that, yeah. The segment 5 update, so it is no longer equal to us. So 9 as well as 10 is not possible. Because you can see x4 was what? x4 was simply x4 was simply 10, but I can't write it like that. This is error. So x4 1 is error. So A is also an error. Do you get my point? Like statement number 10 is also error. I did not see
yes,
that.
Yes, ma'am, but now given only 9. That is the issue.
Okay, that I did not see this year assignment, but yeah, fine. Because you can see x4 0 is equals to 0, that is obviously an error. Similarly, x4 1, that is also an error. So this, and after that we will check whether it is boolean or not. That is different thing. But the thing is, at the very first, the expression is itself a wrong one. So maybe, okay, I don't know, like someone has already pointed out that or not to share that, I don't know. So it is showing an error, obviously. Okay, now I mean, okay, maybe I can let Sir to know that there is a problem in that week number 2 first question. But yeah, fine. So, and you were telling that what is this problem?
3, madam.
3. Okay, what is the value of second after executing the following lines? Okay, what is that program? See here. First equals to something, second equals to something, not something, it is an empty string. So for I in range, length of first minus 1. Oh, can anyone tell me? Yeah, I should also mention this one as well. What is this? Maybe I can write here. Because this is also very important for our exam. That range, then this. Length of, let's say, first. Minus 1, minus 2. So, what does this mean? Let me write here first. First is, what is that? T-E-R-O-D-A-C-T-Y-N. Okay. So, length of first is how much?
Length of first is 11, madam. I think 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So, length of first is 11. Very good. So range will come from, range is coming from 11 minus 1, that means 10 minus 1 minus 2. What does this means? What will be the value of range? What will be the value of I here?
So from 10, it will be coming to 0, madam, by 2 steps.
By 2 steps. Means what? 10, then?
Minus 2.
Then?
First, for suppose it is 10, then next step is 8. Next step is 6. It will be coming back up to the 0.
Yes.
6
because it is
and
minus
4.
1. Yeah.
Minus 2. Yes.
Okay. Now what they are asking? Actually, why I am telling that this one should be known, because that in a very simple case we know that, let's say 0 to 10 and there is nothing. So nothing means it is by default 1. So it will just do 0, 1, 2 up to 10 minus 1. But if I just want to go from the reverse order, then there will be minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, something like that. It should be mentioned. Okay. So maybe just for recap. Yeah. So I should have the value 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Okay. Now what they are asking for, okay, for I in range this second. What is second? Second will be first of I plus second. Just see, it's not that much problem. First of I means what? At the very first it will be 10. So first of 10 will be how? Which one? First of 10 means
10.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the first of 10, right?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, so it will be simply L. Now second was what? Second was nothing. So it was empty. So that means as a whole, my first, in the first iteration, my first second is simply L. After taking L equals to I equals to 10. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in the second iteration, now we will come to the second iteration. So obviously I am taking that much time for one question, but you can understand very simply. But for all of us, for all of you, I am just going very slowly. So for the second iteration, what will be the second? For second iteration, it will be first I. First I means first of 8 plus
8.
L. So first of 8 was what? First of 8 was
T.
0, 1. Okay, this one, this T. So this will be like T L. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in the third iteration, our second was T and L. Now our first of 6 plus T L. It should be like that. So what is this one? First of 6. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is A. A, T, L. Okay, sure. It is A, T, L. ATL. Okay, this is the after the third iteration. Now coming to the fifth iteration. So for fourth iteration. So for the fourth iteration, it will be like first 4 plus A T L. Now see fourth 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 O A T L. So this will be after fourth iteration. Very good. Now after fifth iteration it will be first of
E.
2 plus O A T L. So it is like 0. So this is 2, 0, 1, 2 E O A T L. Okay. Now in the sixth iteration, first of 0 plus E O A T L. So it will be 0 means P. P E O A T L. That should be the answer. Now see the answer, what it is coming. Yeah, the answer is P
Yes.
E O
Understood, ma'am.
A T L. So this will be the answer. Just we have to focus how many iterations will be there, and within that how many iterations, what will be the, this is nothing but a iterative one, like second will be replaced in each and every iteration. At the very first, second was empty, then in the first iteration second was some L or something, then second is
Yes, ma'am.
in each and every iteration second is replacing. So how second is replaced, that we need to check, and what will be the final second, that we need to write. Okay, so maybe we can have this discussion here. Fine. Okay. So here obviously the whatever the answer was there, exactly correct is there, we are getting. So there is no confusion.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now what I was mentioning here, yeah. This is also simple. I think you can do that one as well. So why, you can see there is B, then A, D, C, D1, B2 and C3. What will be the value of these things? So you have already done these things very, I think week 2, I think that's it. The question is week 2, question number 2, right? I think week 2 is
Yes,
2.
ma'am.
Yeah. So that also you can do very quickly. Just maybe I can have a simple calculation. B is this one. So A is what? A will be 0, 1, 2. That means up to
Yes.
65, 105 and then 4. Then what is D? D is 1 to all, 0, 1. That means 99, 65, 105, 4. Then C. C will be exactly same as B, like 43, 99, 65, 105 and 4. Okay. Now D of 1. D of 1 was what? 0, 1. That means 65. So 65 is replaced by 95. Okay. So D will be like 99, 95, 105 and 4. Just make sure that if D1 is there, don't write D1 as 99. D1 will be 65 because it will start from 0. In most of the cases in final exam, maybe you can just forget that it is starting from 0. And you will think that, okay, this is starting from 1 only. But it is not starting from 1, it is starting from 0. Okay, then B2. B2 is 47. So B2 was what? B was this one, 0, 1, 2. That means 65 is replaced by 47. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is 47. I am not going to write whole that is. C of 3 is 73. C was what? This one. C of 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. That means this is replaced by 73. Now they are asking A of 0. A was what? Yes, this one. This one is 65. We are not doing anything on that A. So that means it will be 65 itself. So this one is not correct, this one is not correct. Now coming as B, B of 3. B was what? B was this one. 0, 1, 2, 3, which will be 105. So this is the correct option. Right? We don't want to
Yes, ma'am.
see all these things, C and D, because obviously we have filtered it, that at the very first we filtered the 2 options, and among these 2 options we filtered in that second calculation of B. That's it. Okay. Now, yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in week 6, I have permutations, ma'am. Can you please explain it once again?
Week 6.
Permutations lecture, ma'am.
Lecture. Okay. Which one? Okay, week 6 means this one. This one is simple. Like simply the set operation and then heap.
I think the question she's asking is from week number 7 assignment, ma'am. There is a lexicographic permutations kind of thing. Week 7.
Oh,
I think week 7.
Sorry, yes, ma'am. It's from week 7.
Week 7. Okay. This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can go a little bit earlier. But okay, we will come here. But before that, maybe we can come here at the very first, because we are just going thoroughly. So just do quickly here. This one. This one is what? This one is again, I think, week number 3 or something, maybe. I think week number 1, 2, 3. I forgot. Whatever. So what is this one? Just can you tell me in one language it is given here. So whatever we are doing in that for I, in, range, all these things, the same things it is given in that one line. So can anyone tell me what is the value of these things? And
This is, I think, function generator, madam, for X in range. I think generator, right?
yeah, so generator means like x value will be how much and y value will be how much. I will come there, no problem. Whatever she was asking, I will go there. But first do this one. So what will be the value of x here? Can you tell me quickly?
Initially, it will be 4, madam.
And then just tell me all the values, like how many values will be there.
Okay. Initially, it will be 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, and then 1 minus, yes.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. Y is equal to 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, and they are asking that y plus x plus y divisible by 3 or not. This one. So 5 plus 4, 9. It is fine. So 4, 5 combination is there. Then 4, 4. 4, 4 combination is 8. It is not coming as true. 4, 7. It is also not coming. 4, 2. 4, 2 is there. So this means you understand that x plus y, if I just add these two, then what will be the value, and this value is divisible by 3 or not, because the remainder is coming as 0. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
This is clear.
yeah, then 5 plus 3, 8. 3 plus 4, no. 3 plus 3 is fine. So 3, 3. Then 3 plus 2 is also not no.
No.
Then 2 plus 5, no. 2 plus 6, 2, 4. 2, 4. 2, 4 is fine. 2, 3 is not there. 2, 4, 2, 2 is not there. Okay. So as a whole, there are 4 combinations. So I think this is fine. Why I am just putting this question in this recap calculation? Because there in one line they are doing for loop, I mean for both the x and y. So whatever we are doing previously as for I equals to something in x, for j equals to something in y, the same thing is coming here in only one line. So like that.
Actually, in final exam, similar to assignment questions are coming, it is okay, madam. But I think if they're asking some out-of-box questions, then gone.
Out of box means what out of box it will be? Obviously not it will come from like let's say C++ question. Whatever it will come in Python itself, and whatever sir was talking in his lecture, that only it will come. Okay, so don't think about much. Like obviously, see, I'm doing these things as a recap. Why? Because this will come at most in 50% to 60% questions. So if you can cover all these 50 to 60%, then obviously we don't need to cover 100%. So if I can do very correctly 50 to 60%, that is enough for us. So don't think about much, but don't do any mistake in these questions. It's a very simple question that we all know. But maybe I told na, like it is very much likely that d of 1, and if d is like that 0, 1, 2, so everyone at the very first it will take as 0, but it will not be 0, it will be 1, because it is coming from the 0. So if it comes so many times as a error that I know that indexing is coming from 0. But in the exam time, maybe I will just do a mistake and I will just write d of 1 equals to 0 only. So we don't need to do this type of mistake in our exam. That's what I just want to tell, so that we can just do a little bit recap.
That is fine, ma'am.
Hello? Yeah. So yeah, so yes, you were talking something. Hello, am I audible? Yeah, I think I am audible. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
So what
No, I am telling that
yes.
these questions are okay, madam. List, dictionaries, all these things are okay. But like if you go for further like selection sort, insertion sort, the code is very big. So in between, if they're giving some snippet and if they're asking like what is the next line, I think there is a bit confusion for us.
Yeah, so insertion sort and all these things, that is also fine. But yeah, I understand that sorting is little bit difficult to understand for the very first. That is insertion and then selection sort. These things is little bit problematic. But as I can tell you that within that 60%, as I told, that 60% to 70% will come directly from the quiz or something. But among these 70%, you can also think that most of the things will come from that dictionary, then reach and all these strings and all, because these are coming in the most of the cases, right? So obviously
Okay.
these things will come very frequently, and obviously the sorting will also come, that is fine. But I am telling that okay, these things will also be should learn, but make sure that you should not do any mistake in these simple things. So that's what I just wanted to tell you. Even in that pre-order,
Actually, all the sorting techniques and everything, logic is okay, ma'am. Quick sort or insertion sort, selection sort. If they're just giving some numbers and if they're asking like within how many swaps or how many steps we can arrange this
yeah, then
thing,
in that week
that
8
is
as
okay.
well, there was one question that is from 00 to 510, how many number of steps you can go. These type of things can also be possible to
Actually,
give
this
the
type of
answer.
things is okay, madam. But
Yeah,
directly from that main code, if they're giving some snippet and they're asking in the fill in the blank, what is the next step, then gone.
no, not
I think
gone.
you can understand.
Don't say gone, but yeah, like just try to understand the code a little bit. What I just did here, I mean, obviously I am not a cover. I can't cover all these things in this one question, one
Sure,
lecture.
sure, ma'am.
So what I just did here, I just put. I mean, it will be pasted in that Google Drive itself, so no problem on that. So what I did, I just did a little bit sorting of this programming. You can see there was like week 1, week 2, week 4, week 7, and I will also put all the weeks in together as well. So what are there in this week folder? If you just go through these folders, there is some programming, simple programming, like at most 4 or 5 line programming or whatever. So what are the programs here? So whatever it was there for the last 8 week assignment, the program, let's say in a one week, in one quiz, there was something as a fill in the blanks. So what is that fill in the blanks? What it will be inside that fill in the blanks? I just made it in a Python like program like thing. So just go through these things, so if you have time. And obviously
Yes.
all the things whatever I will just share here, that will be previous year. I am not talking about this year quiz and all. So whatever it is there, that will be only the previous year quiz. So just go through these things. If you can just have a look of this, let's say 5, I'm just going to open. So it's a very simple 2 to 4 line, you can understand this.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this is a, yeah,
Yes.
this you can understand what. Then obviously when you will go a little bit further, then obviously the programming will be little bit bigger. So I am also having that insertion sort and okay, that transpose of a matrix, how we can write the transpose of a matrix. So this type of things is there. So if you just understand the physics here, I also mentioned in that lecture as well, that what is the meaning of this programming. So if you understand the program, then if I want to know what will be the next line of this line number 8, then maybe you can understand what should be. Like if I want to know from you that what will be the line number 9, and I am having a blank on this line number 9 and line number 9, so what it should be? It should be in such a sense that you understand what is the transpose of a matrix means. So transpose of a matrix means what? The row will be replaced by column, column will
So
be
will be
replaced.
column and column will be rows. Yes.
Yeah, so if I will just put this type of range, and I mean I and C, I mean I is that row and row and column. So if I will just put it in such a way that I can have a transpose of a matrix. So how I can have a transpose of a matrix? So always better, I will suggest you always better to write in your paper that what does this mean. So I mean how many, yeah, let's say I don't have this line number 9 in our exam, and I have from 1 to 10 a programming. It may be not only for transpose, it may be for any of the programming like thing. So, as sir was asking that there may be some fill in the blanks like thing. Okay, so let's say I don't have line number 9 in our program. I have only from 1 to 10 there is some programming. So what I have to do, what is there, what should be there in the line number 9 that they are asking me. So for that, what I need to do, at the very first, whatever it is given, I will just write it in my note. Like, you can understand I will be how many values, C will be how many values, then R is in
Yeah.
how many values. So now I can understand that, okay, if it is a matrix, why it is a matrix? Because they are giving as a size, then rotated and then appending of inside that list of empty list. So that means they are telling that it is a matrix. So if I have a 0 1 2 matrix is what, 0 0 0 1 0 2 something like that. So if I will just change that one, so how that I and C values are coming within, I mean, based on these things, I can understand that, okay, 0 0 is coming as 0 0 only. Now what will be the value of 0 1? 0 1 is coming as 1 0. So that means it is nothing but a transpose of a matrix program. So if transpose of a matrix program is given, so what should be the value of 9 here? I don't need to remember all the programming here. Obviously I can't remember all the programming language line by line. I just want to write whatever it is given, and I just want to understand what it should be in the fill in the blanks. That is the thing.
Okay.
So maybe you can
So
understand.
you are telling me to concentrate on main logic
Yes,
of
main
the program.
logic, and whatever the information given, just write it down in your pen and paper. So whatever the information is given, based on that, obviously for this case, I will assure you that if the transpose of a matrix they are going to ask you in a fill in the blanks, I will assure you that they will not ask for line number 9. Maybe they will ask for, let's say, line number 8. So they will, let's say, they will ask that for, then dot dot dot, for of R, then dot dot dot. So that means what, that R will be the value of how much, what will be the value of what will be the value of R in this case, that they will ask. Because for the transpose of a matrix, this is the main line, if you remember correctly, I mean if you understand correctly, this is the main line. So they will not they will not ask for the main line. Maybe they will ask for the, what will be the value of R, what will be the value of C. That one maybe they can ask. And you can understand very simply that if this is a transpose of a matrix, then what will be the value of R, what will be the value of C. That you can understand. So I think, okay, I mean, I'm not going to take the exam, so obviously I don't know what will be the exam pattern, but most probably they will not ask for the question line number 9 for this case, but they will just ask for what will be the value of R, what will be the value of C, or what will be the value of I. That can also be possible. So what will be these values, so that we can have the very compact form of this programming. Or maybe they can also ask you for the very simplification, they can also inform you that this is a program for matrix transpose. Now fill in the blanks this one. That can also be possible. So these type of things can be there. So I am telling that whenever you will have a fill in the blanks in the programming, just don't worry about the program. Just see each and every line, whatever is given. Because whatever is not given, that you don't know from the very beginning. Whatever is given, that you should know very clearly, and you will just note it down in your pen, in your paper, and then you can understand that, okay, what should be the next one, what should be the fill in the blanks one. And in most of the cases in your quiz also, if you just see very closely, you can see whenever you inside that quiz, if there was one fill in the blanks, in that fill in the blanks, what they are asking? They are asking that some xxx, y. So xxx means what? So what will be the value in this for loop? I think as far I remember correctly, they are just asking that for R in dash dash dash. So what will be this one? So that type of things they are asking in that fill in the blanks, right? They are not asking 2 to 3 line fill in the blanks. So they will just ask only one line, and you have to fill in that line, like that. So don't think about much, it will not be that much problem. So what I was talking, that one also can be there, that 0 0 5 10, What was that question? Yeah, the last quiz question, I think. Yes.
That
How
grid,
many?
grid one.
Yeah. How many
Application of dynamic program.
Yes, dynamic programming. And what will be the meaning of dynamic program? That can also be possible to ask. Then there is another one, that memorization. Then there is this type of, then the matrix multiplication. So so sir was also asking that ABC, what will be this one or what will be that one, number of steps. That can also be asked, because these things are very simple. But if you, in your exam, if these questions are going to ask, then there will be some problem at the very first. So maybe you can just practice a little bit more on these things. I think you can understand what I am talking about multiplication, like how many number of steps will be there for this matrix multiplication. So sir was asking about 1 by 100 or something. So don't do all these things with a very big number. Just do a very simple number, 2 by 5, 5 by 7, something like that. Then you can understand how many steps will be there for these two, or how many steps will be there for another combination. So this one and this one, how many steps will be there. So these are there. Okay. Yeah. So, and yes, so this one is also there. And okay, in the last class there was a problem in that mean heap and max heap. Remember, like even I was also telling that for me as well, like mean heap, what is mean heap and what is max heap. I mean, from the very first seeing, I also a little bit confused that, but I can tell you one trick here. If there is a mean heap, it is written somewhere in that question. If it is a mean heap, so you can see mean is there in that very beginning of the heap. So that means always you can remember our root will be minimum. Okay, just remember this line. And then all the things you can understand, because you know the property of heap. So from the property of heap, you can do all the branch, left side, right side, and leaf, all the things. But just make sure that if mean is there inside of heap, in front of heap, then our root is minimum. Okay, just remember this one. And similarly, if max heap is there,
maximum value will be at the node.
Yeah, at the node means what? At the root node. Node is
root node.
Yeah, so node is what? Everyone has a node. This one, whatever I am just putting as a circle, these all are node. But this one is root. So
root node. Yes.
This one will be maximum. Okay. Okay. Right. Very good. Now, for the recap, I can tell you one thing on heap. So for heap, either it is mean or max. Don't worry about that. So if it is a heap, then what are the properties it should follow? The property for the very first, the property should be like it will go from top to bottom. And the second one is it will go from left to right. So top to bottom, left to right means what? This, then this will be filled, and then let's say this. Now here this one should not be there. At the very first this will fill and then it will fill. That means it will come as from the left to right. So from the left side is there, then right side for this one, for this parent. But for this parent, there should be a left side and then there should be a right side. Okay, just remember these two conditions. First one is from top to bottom it should be filled, and from left to right it should be filled for the heap case. But obviously for other binary trees it should not be there. I mean it may not be there, should not be now, it may not be there. So as a very recap of these things, tree, or I can write it as like binary tree. Binary tree can have so many branches. Branches means what? It can have mean heap, it can have max heap, it can have in order, it can have pre-order. There are other different binary trees as well, but till now in this lecture we just have encountered these 4 binary trees. Okay, So binary tree is a general case and heap is a special case of binary tree. What is the specification? What is the specialization in that heap? The specialization is like the heap will be it will come from top to bottom, and it should cover all the terms, all the node from left to right. So this is the property of heap. Okay. So I know you all of you know these things very well, but for a recap I am just telling these things. Okay. Now if I want to have a heap, see, whenever you will read one topic, let's say heap, you should read all the topics corresponding to this heap. So how many topics are there in heap in your syllabus? One is mean heap, another one is max heap. Then among these two, what are the things I need to do? One is insert, another one is delete. Yeah, so insert something, delete something, and it can be also possible that twice delete. 2 times you need to delete. Similarly, twice insert. 2 times I need to insert. Or thrice or 4 times or 5 times. I mean, obviously not that much I will give, but at least up to twice it can be possible. I mean, you have to do a little bit practice on these things. So make sure that each and every time whenever I will do insert or whenever I will do delete, each and every time I will have to have these two properties, that it should follow from top to bottom, it should fill from left to right. These two are the main one, and obviously after that there is not that much problem. And you can see here this type of questions, twice the delete mean. So yeah, so mean heap, see mean heap means, you can see here the root is mean, minimum, not mean, minimum, at the very lowest value is in the root. If max is there, that maximum value will be at root. Okay, these are the things. Yeah. Okay, and one more thing I just want to tell here, that pre-order and in-order. So many times it is a problem that what is pre-order, what is in-order. So just make sure that if I have one representation, that A, F, B, C, D, like there was this type of numbering is there, then how I can make a binary tree from this pre-order and from this in-order condition. So from the very beginning we have to remember that for pre-order, whatever the first node is given, let's say I am having in my question pre-order of this binary tree F, B, C, D. I mean, as an example, simple example. So whenever this type of example will be there for pre-order, just make sure that the first element, I think I should write it in a very good line, so that first node of pre-order set. Set I am talking, obviously it is not exactly set as Python and mathematical set, but pre-order tree you can say, is always root. First node of pre-order tree is always a root. Okay, just make sure that one. Why? Because in that pre-order calculation, if you remember correctly, the pre-order is nothing but at the very first it will print root, then it will print left child, left subtree, then it will print right subtree. So that means what? The pre-order have the very first element as root, always. Whenever you will have one set or one tree element, at the first element will be always root for the case of pre-order. But it is not true for in-order case. Okay. So for in-order, what is the ordering? The ordering is at the very first left subtree, then root, then right subtree. This is for in order test. Okay. So this is for in order, but for pre-order, make sure that whenever the first element will be there, that is the tree, that is the root. So if you have one question, and in that question, if I have a set of numbers or something like that, 20, 30, 40, like that, then and it is, if it is saying that it is in the pre-order set, then obviously from seeing the question, you can have a binary tree with the root as 20, as it is given in pre-order condition. Okay. Now for pre-order, this is the left subtree, that means it will be 30, and if it is only 3 terms are there, so if it is root, left, right, so that means it will be 40. So now I can make a tree, binary tree. But obviously it will be not that much simple, there will be more than 3 numbers here. But make sure that the first element is always a root for pre-order tree. Okay? Okay. So this type of things are there. And what are there? Pop is there, then push, pull, these type of things are there. Then Q is there. And tuple, tuple is also there. This is simply like that. And then lexicographic order, I will come there a little bit later, like there was a question on that. So lexicographic order is also there, you have to remember that one. Not exactly remember the code, just remember the thing what is happening in that lexicographic order sense. This one is also there. Then anything else? Matrix multiplication I told. Then sorting thing is also there. Insertion, selection sort. Then okay, I think I forgot something.
Quick sort, ma'am.
Sorry?
Quick sort.
Yeah, quick sort is again sub-tree of the sorting thing. So sorting thing is also there. Actually, sorting thing I don't want to tell here because this can take a little bit whole lecture, because sorting is itself a very big topic. So there will be so many topic inside the sorting one. So that's what I don't want to cover it here. Okay. Then the transpose of a matrix. Then there was another, that addition and subtraction of that matrices. Then there was like inverse of a matrix, and determination of a matrix, determinant of a matrix. Then I think rank of a matrix is also there, you can also find that one as well. Then okay, this is a lexicographic one. Okay, what else I wrote here? Okay, maybe I wrote something here, most probably there was something. Okay, fine. But the thing is that make sure that these things are little bit important for our exam. So I can write here short also. Short and sorting, and there are so many sortings are there. Then there is like lexicographic. Lexicographic is very important. Okay, and lexicographic, I told you 2 types of lexicographic. One is whatever it was there given in that quiz, that is fine, that a bunch of numbers are, bunch of letters are there, and what will be the next permutation or what will be the previous permutation, something like that. That is there. And another one is that there is a string, and within the string there are so many words, and among these words what will be the lexicographic ordering of these words. So, and maybe if I want to have a reverse of this ordering, then what will be the reversing of that ordering. So these things are there. Okay, now yeah, dictionary, for the dictionary calculation question, there can be like yeah, so for dictionary you can have something. Oh, there is one question. Yeah, that was very important question. Like, yeah, maybe I can have a place so that I can write it there. Oh, don't have any place. I think I have this this page. So here there was one question in that assignment, I think. So what is, that one was asking, that one was asking like that quiz, not quiz, that football, no, like book, library book and all. So so how many books are there and how many library are there, library books, and then each and every book has some code, like let's say something is 0, 1, 2, then this is advanced quantum mechanics. So that means what? This is the code of the book and this is the title of this book. In the library, that type of sorting is there. So for these type of questions, obviously that was in a assignment question, right? I mean programming question. But that can also come here in our final exam by saying that if I have a book with a code 0002, this is the code of that book, and I have the title of that book is Advanced Quantum Mechanics as an example. So for this type of combination, for this type of grouping, what should I use? Should I use list? Should I use dictionary? Should I use tuple? What type of grouping I need to take? So obviously for this case I need
We
to
can
take
use
the
dictionary, madam.
Yeah, because this can be a key and this can be a value of this key. Again also that this one can also be like A, B, C. This can also be a code. So for this case A, B, C, then advanced quantum mechanics. So this type of things can also be there in your exam, like as a question, like what type of things will be there as a grouping. So I know that this is very simple for all of you, but in exam maybe there will be a pressure, so maybe that will be a problem to understand these things. But yeah. Okay, and one more thing is that self is very important in our data structure. Then class, and then object. This type of things you can understand. So classing, class and objectification, then self. Then in that last class I was talking about that point P, A, B. So what will be the distance, or what will be the distance between these 2 points, another 2 points with the help of Pythagoras law. These type of things. And then what was there? Yeah, then there was insertion and then node representation. This can also be their value, left child, right child. And then for list there is only one representation of this. This is the value and this is the pointer. Like for list it is like that. This coming is this and this coming. Oh. Hello? There is no power right now. So there is no power right now, so maybe when the power will come then only we can join. But yeah, so maybe I'm just going to continue this one because there is no power right now. Yeah, so okay, so what I was talking that L, yes, so L representation can be here as V1, then there is a pointer, there is another value of V2, then there is another pointer, then there is another value of V3, then there is another pointer, then there is another value of V4, but at the very last there is none. So whenever you will have the none one, then it will come as no, I mean it is the end of this list. So that type of things are there. So okay, now similarly, yeah, so here for the node of that heap there is a this is the value, then there is a left child, then there is a right child. So if you don't have any left child, then there will be none. If you don't have any right child, then there will be again a none. So it will be value none none. So that means only value is there, like parent is there. It is just a leaf like thing. So for leaf there is no left child and there is no right child. So for value for leaf it will be simply this one with none none here in that second and third column. Okay, so these things are there. Yeah, so yes, there is one place is there. Okay, now okay, so coming to the last topic we were talking about, which is lexicographic order. There is no internet. Yes, so for the lexicographic order, okay, maybe you can see the lecture a little in the YouTube, so that you can have a continuation of this lecture, as there is no internet, so right now there is nothing. Okay, so there was a question from the one of the girls that what will be the value of permutation in lexicographic order, and she did not understand about these things. So for this case, so I will just make you sure that what is lexicographic order. So for lexicographic order, this is nothing but a dictionary order. So whatever the dictionary order is giving, like let's say I am talking about A, B, C, a very simple example. So in a dictionary, if I have A, B, C, this type of combination, then in the next permutation, what will be the sequence, right? I mean, what will be the number in the next dictionary order? So the next dictionary order will be like A, C, B. Why? Because A will be very first, and then the thing is that among these B and C, we just want to make sure that which one is larger and which one is smaller and which one is larger. So smaller will come first, then larger will come. So here in the second iteration, I mean like second permutation, it will be like if the first permutation is ABC, the second permutation will be ACB, and A will be exactly same. Now why it is like that? Because in that after that A there is only two terms, B and C. So at the very first B and C will come as a whole group, and in the second permutation A will be there, but C and B will come. Okay. Now coming to the third iteration, I mean third permutation. For the third permutation, what will be the value? The value is like ACB was there, ABC was there, and ACB is coming, right? Now coming here B, because A has already done. A has only two left letters, and two left letters have maximum two permutation. One is BC and another one is CB. Now B will come first. If B will come, then there is BAC and then BCA. Okay. So why? Because B is there at the very first, and other than B there is A and C. So A and C are there, as I have already told that A is a smaller one than C. So A will come first, then C will come. In the next permutation, C will come first, A will come next. Now coming to the third permutation. In the fifth permutation, C will come first, then AB, then in the sixth one, C, B, A. So here it is AB and then it is BA. So as a whole for ABC, if this is a lexicographic order, then there will be 6 permutation possible. ABC, ACB, then BAC, BCA, CAB, CBA. Okay. So these 6 permutation can be possible here. Yeah. So now, so this is the lexicographic order for the number. So For the numbering case, it is A, like ABC is what? This is a number, right? So whenever we will just see in any type of program, we have to make sure that the last one should be the larger one from the previous one. So here B is less than C. So the C is greater than B, right? So the last one should be larger than the previous one. So this is the lexicographic order. Now in the last week we were talking about if the string is there and inside the string there is some words are there. So among these words, which one should, what will be the lexicographic order of this string of words? So here, as I already told, that sister, sleeping, sleep, then short. So if these three are there, so sister, sleep, short. If these three terms are there, then among these three, you can see S, all are S. Then we will come for ILO. ILO means, as I told you, that this one should be smaller one than this one, right? So similarly, ILO. So if I just go for that A to Z, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So that means this one will come as first ordering. Then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, right? So it will come as second and it will come as third. Why? Because I is less than L is less than O. So these type of things are there. Now coming to this question, whatever she was asking, in that question you can see, given the following permutation of A to J, what is the previous permutation lexicographic order? Write your answer without any blank space given between letters. So, first of all, the letter has G, H, A, D, B, I, C, E, F, G. To have an understanding of these things, I just make a programming here about that lexicographic ordering. So here you can see this is the lexicographic order for the next permutation. Okay. So if I have let's say this number, then what will be the value of next permutation? Similarly, you can also do that one for the previous permutation as well. The thing is that for the next permutation, what will be the next lexicographic permutation, right? So what we need to do, the same thing is there. We need to check that which one is the lowest one, and lowest one should be in the first, and after that the highest one will come, right? Just similarly A, B, C. So B will come first, then C will come. In the next permutation, C will come first, then B will come. So like that, we have to choose which one is the rightmost character and which one is the rightmost character which is greater than the previous one. So there is a program which is called as lexi.py. I will put that one in Google Drive so that you can see that one very very easily. So in that program you can see, if I have a lexicographic order of a number, if I have a number, then what will be the next permutation of this lexicographic, what will be the next permutation of this number or of this string according to lexicographic order. Okay, so this you can understand. Now here also I just mentioned here what will be the sorted one or that reverse one or lexicographic order one thing. For the string of the numbers, there is a string and there are, among this string there are so many words. So what will be the value of the lexicographic ordering of this case, and what will be the reverse of this ordering? So these type of things are there. Okay, so maybe I can share this programming with you so that you can see this program here, and each and every line I have given here as a footnote so that you can understand line by line very simply. And if I have the next lexicographic order, you can just write here next permutation of that lexicographic order. Then you can understand what is the meaning of this programming. Okay. So yeah. Then I don't think that anything else is there for these calculations and all. See here also A, B, 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 C, C, C. So they are just asking that what will be the value of A, B, 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 C, C, C. So this is nothing but a fill in the blanks case, right? So fill in the blanks means if it is a least mean of shelf, like okay, this is example of that self case, like that data structure example. So data structure example will have the self type, data type, and in that shelf what will be the value of this df list mean self, then if self value is none, then what will be the return, then that type of calculations are there. Okay, yeah. So then this is foo self, so this is also again a calculation, like value of this case, like what will be the value, what will be the, what does this means by this program, that can also be asked. Then this is the pre-order traversal of a binary search tree, so what will be the value of that left child of the true of the root of the tree, so that can also be fine. Like you can see here, this is the number, like okay, as this is a post order, okay, pre-order and post order is also there. So post order is you have to also do a little bit revise of that post order as well. So pre-order is also already there, and I told that pre-order means that the very first element will be the root of that pre-order. So now you have to search for that post order as well as the in order. So make sure that as in these questions we can have a little bit ordering, like pre-order, post order of heap, binary tree. Then I can also add here one more, where it is. Yes, I can also add here post order. So these things you can just have a little bit look. So mean heap, massive, in order, pre-order, post order. I think this 5 thing is fine for our exam purpose. Okay, so these things are there. So maybe you can just have a look on this post order, pre-order, and in order, and then mean heap, massive. Then you can understand what will be the value and how the binary tree will be. So I will suggest you that whenever you will have a binary tree question, then make sure that you can make the tree drawing like that, whatever the drawing will be. So you can make this one so that whatever the question will be asked, that you can answer. So first make sure that you can understand the tree very good, and after that you will just make these trees according to the condition is given in that question, and you will just draw this binary tree. And if you can find the binary tree by your own, then whatever the answer will question will be given, you can answer this question. Like most of the cases they will ask that left child, right child, root, left child, what will be the leaf, so what will be the last leaf, something like that. So these things are there, and I'm really sorry that internet has already gone right now, and till now it is not coming. So whenever it will come, maybe the time will be over. And okay, so I am going to stop here the session, and all the very best for your exam, and this will be posted in the YouTube channel. So whenever you will have time, you can just have a look of this lecture, and I will just post all these programming and PPTs in the Google Drive, so that you can have a look there. And yeah, okay, so then this is for today's session, and all the very best for your exam, and tada, bye bye.